Yes, I have my 2 boyfriends here. I forgot. Let's see how I feel this week about people. I'm so changeable with these characters until I'm like really locked in a romance. I'm like, one week I could just love one of these guys, the next week it could be a different guy. Like Oh yeah, a lot of people don't like turn-based. Although there have been some with Baldur's Gate, I think a lot of more people got introduced to turn-based stuff and perhaps will be more open to it. No, I didn't watch the animated trailer for patch 8. Is there good Astarian content in it? How do I give Davern a gift? I think I have to go back to... I think I have a... Oh, I have a quest to give him. Guys, this is our first gift in this game. That's so cute that it makes it a quest. So it's not that turn-based is doing bad now. Yeah, I think people seem more open to mainstream success of turn-based. I feel as though turn-based used to be more of a niche thing. I never roll off a cliff. Who are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to the controls again too, because 2 weeks off? Who even is this? Okay, let's see. That's how we dash. Close enough, close enough. Let's just go. So we're in this boggy area, the wetlands. Let's go. Oh my god. Maybe I should have bought the non-generic allergy medication. Let's go to the lighthouse and do the gift. Hybrid of turn-based and real-time combat. Veilguard's dodge parry system is good practice for it. Oh, good. No, I didn't see that. Turn-based... Wait, is that the one that Temple was trying to get me to watch? Squad 0? Is that where there's, like, clones? The option to grant or take away approval points. So, yes, you could raise my Astarian's approval of me, for example. Oh, my God. The Star Wars XCOM. Yes. That one. I'm trying to stay on top of all of these updates. You guys have a wealth of knowledge on things. View regret? Wait, we have a new Solus memory? Well, sure. I thought we already viewed regret. I thought we already viewed that, but it's like marking it here. As if I haven't. You missed it last time. Oh, dang. What was the one that we watched? It was something similar. Maybe it was... trying to think what else would Solus have. Regret. Guilt. Yes, exactly, Temple. I always wanted those holocrons. Honestly, I think about sometimes. I still think about a lot of things in KOTOR, but the whole Atris and the holocrons thing was unexpected and like really cool. Okay, let's watch Regret, I guess. Oh, he has more than one regret.
I was not certain you would come.
You were the one who walked away. I never turn my back when my friend needs me.
The Evanurists seek the magic of the blight.
Impossible. The blight is safely sealed away forever.
Oh, I wish I could believe you. I have sensed the breaking of the wards.
I will investigate your claims. If they forget the danger of the blight, I will endeavor to remind them.
What if, instead, you left the Evanuris and remained with me? Do you not wish for freedom from this struggle?
Be at peace, love. I will stop them.
Wait a minute.
As you must. The blight is our mistake.
I thought these two were just friends.
Did Mythal call Solus love in that memory?
That's what it sounded like.
And he killed
So they
her?
were doing it. The elven gods were free with their emotions. They felt things deeply. The way they express things, well, it feels romantic to us, but that wasn't really how it was. Back then,
So they were just...
Nah, they were doing it.
I love how Balara's like, well, we don't know how to interpret it. You know, like, we can't have our modern interpretation. And then Tasha's like, nah, they were lovers. Oh my god. No, but for real, I was trying to come up with other explanations too, because at first when they were talking in that scene, like, I was like, oh, they seem kind of like intimate. And then he said love, and I was like, what do you mean love? Like, oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh wait, I get to have an opinion? I don't think so. And yes, obviously. Maybe moving on. We're like, okay, we're not going to talk about Solus's sex life, actually. Well. See, I actually believe it because if I were Mythal, that would also be how I would have things go. So I'm gonna say yes, obviously. Laughing face.
Oh, they were absolutely doing it.
Being with someone you're rebelling against doesn't sound like Solus.
He also met her in secret and talked about how they could
I
run
think
off
he was
together.
manipulating her.
It sounded so tragic and romantic.
Wait a minute. Does he?
Oh,
Is this his
wait.
angle?
Never mind.
Oh my god.
That does sound like him.
So the Dread
He just
Wolf goes to
seduces
Mythal.
people.
They might be fighting, but they have history.
And he warns her about the other gods using the blight. That's more important than his rebellion. It's like kingdoms coming together when an archdemon rises.
Mythal didn't think it was possible. She said the blight was sealed away. There's an old legend about it. Davrin, the one with Andrul's armor. Not sure it matters.
Whoa, this is getting so good. I thinking doing it works in fantasy setting about mass genocide. There's a lesson there. Like, I think he just seduces people because this is the same thing that he did with the Inquisitor. He's like, yeah, I'm hot, by the way. Came back for the best moment. I know, like, I came back to this game and I'm like immediately in the gossip of the deep lore of these gods. Okay. And now here I am, and it's very meta because, like, I'm being seduced by Solus. This is... Okay, tell us the story.
We're deep in elven lore already. What's the legend say?
Right. Well, Andrul was the goddess of the hunt. She put on armor, magic armor,
Look at our
made of
group.
something
So
called the
cute.
Void, drove her mad.
I remember this one. The other gods were afraid Andrul would turn on them. She was doing all kinds of horrible things, causing plagues. It does sound like the blight.
Well, it all ends with Mythal fighting Andrul. After, Mythal turned into a dragon.
She what? Why didn't you start with that?
Yeah, she does that.
Anyway, she took Andrul's armor away. Then Andrul's madness left, and peace returned.
Intriguing. So it's
So it was-
possible Andrul stumbled onto the magic of the blight.
And when Andrul went mad, Mythal took it from her and locked it away.
Until someone started using it again.
Well, I'm a little bit confused. So there's some armor that makes people, like, go dark side, basically. And also somehow that happened and led to the discovering of the blight, which was then taken away. Okay. And then they locked it away. Apparently not very well, but hey, they tried. Why is Emmerich sitting like he's the leader? Because he's hot. And he knows it. I'm not against it or anything. Armor made from the blight. It seems like it would track. Or, you know, Varric was onto this whole thing that this was connected to, like, the red lyrium idol, and that also kind of had a similar effect. So I think, I don't know. We'll see. Until someone started using it again, Solus felt guilty, Solus was smug, Solus was worried. Why would he be smug? Because it's like, haha, like I told you that this would be an issue again. Red Lyrium like Samson. Bet it's real shiny. We must get, yeah, why don't we put it on? Guys, I think I wear that armor in real life. I think that's what's causing all my issues. I'm gonna say Solus felt guilty.
Okay. Solus warns Mythal about the other gods using the blight. It's not just bad, it's something bad he feels responsible for. The blight was our mistake.
Yeah, what is that?
How was the blight their mistake? Did they find it?
They better tell us.
Did they make it? What does that mean?
Whatever it was, it convinced Mythal to take him seriously.
So Mythal goes off to investigate what Solus says. Then, what? It's too clean.
Seems plenty messy with them doing it.
But this isn't just a memory. It's something Solus wants to hide. What's the crime? What do we see here that he feels guilty about?
I think I might know. When the Inquisitor was saving the world from the breach, she met Mythal.
What? Like in a dream?
It was complicated. She helped the Inquisition. There was a magic pond and a dragon.
Nice.
The point is, she also said the other elven gods betrayed her, killed her.
What do we mean by killed? This happens a few times. I mean, like, it's like Mythal, Flemeth, and then the whole Flemeth thing in Dragon Age Origins, and Morrigan's like, kill my mother for me, please. And then she goes into a dragon form, and you kill her, and... yeah, this is us sitting around the pillow fort having a good chat. We're like, let's decipher these things. I almost unsubbed. Let's go! Thought it was over. I just like to, you know, add a little flair, cause a little panic, make people think about me. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for being here. How are you? What do we mean? I just found out that possibly Solus and Mythal were lovers. So I'm jealous twofold now. What do you mean by killed?
Okay, sorry, point of order. If they killed Mythal, how was she still around to help the Inquisition?
Elven god magic? She'd spent centuries gathering strength and sharing people's bodies, I think.
If it was a truly benign possession, that speaks to her character.
Okay. I don't know if anyone else has that point of view, Emmerich, but okay. She did say to Morrigan, I don't... do I want to say possess? She was like, well, if you were unwilling, there was never any danger of me possessing you. So, what kind of 1 week break from streaming? Did he do it with a dragon? It's quite possible because he is a bald elf, and Jarlaxle also did do that. So I think there is a compelling connection here. I think there's a compelling connection. He blames himself. One good god got killed. That explains it. To be fair, I don't really know the personalities of all the gods. I'm gonna say he blames himself.
Solus tried to do the right thing by warning Mythal about the other gods using the blight, but he got her killed.
Do we know?
Well, it's not just that she died.
What do you mean, Tosh?
It's... Ugh. There was stuff he wanted to tell her, but he waited too long.
Oh, hi.
And then she
Thanks
was
for
dead.
checking in. I'm
He never
still
got
a
to
piece
make
of
it right.
garbage.
That twists you up.
Oh, so we're
That's
doing
it.
this.
We're doing
There's our
this!
crime.
Doesn't really tell us anything we can use, though.
We know more than we did. That's something.
So,
Then I guess we keep our eyes open if we come across more.
we're
of these
arguing
memories.
that part of his regret is that he didn't get to tell her his, like, real feelings. So why does he do the same thing over and over and over and over? I'm gonna make him talk about his feelings. Mary, how are you? 16 months. Thank you so much. How are you? How's life been? I'm back. I'm back again. Sorry for the panic. Morrigan mythol lore has been changed more times than Mel changes interest in fictional. I know that's also true and also very validating. I almost bought a sewing machine. I don't need more side quests right now. Someone talk. You know what? We're on the same wavelength. We're on the same wavelength. It's just that sewing machines can get really expensive. But I would love to sew. I've been wanting to learn that for a long time, but I don't have any of this stuff. But, you know, how do you get past? He's a sad man. So I love that we're having these sessions trying to interpret like the plot of what we've fallen into, which goes back so far into like the personal lives of these quote unquote gods and all of their personal drama and lore. But it really just comes across as like we're having a therapy session unpacking Solas's psyche, but he's not here to talk about it. So we're just like, yeah, I think he was going through this problem and that's why he did this. Yeah. Very interesting. So they were lovers and he never got to tell her. So why didn't he handle the blight thing? I feel like I just need to talk to him. Like, he felt guilty because she was like, oh, let me investigate the blight. Oh no. And then it also makes you think about how the other old gods, like what the other blights, like Earthemiel was Earthemiel just like one of them?
You know what'd be able to get around this place fast?
A spirit?
What? No, a dragon. I thought you said this place keeps spirits out.
We're nearly as safe here as we would be in the mortal realm.
Okay.
A spirit? He outsourced his emotional baggage to his house. Yeah, like we are in his house. I call it his condo, but it's much more like a house actually. I guess there's not really HOA here. How many memories? So we watched that one where it was regret. And I think the other one we watched was also a regret one. So we've only watched 2. I think. The other one was like, oh, he betrayed Mythal, or did he not betray her? And then this one was like, actually they were lovers, possibly. And I was like, oh my god, all he does is seduce people. He keeps doing the same thing. He's like, wow, like, I have this plan, I have this scheme, let me seduce someone powerful and important. And then they fall for him and he's like, no, actually, I'm not emotionally available and I'm not going to tell you how I really feel. And then he ruins his own life and everybody else's life and possibly the world. 2 regrets so far. Yeah, I have more than 2 regrets just in like an hour of being alive. So 2 isn't so bad. Yeah, so I'm just thinking about a lot of things and also how I have fallen into his trap as well. He's only into elves. This is on you. I swear. I can get pointy ears. Right?
We've been doing a lot of good work.
Maybe I'm half elven. Not good enough for him. I know. Okay, we can give Davrin a gift. Let's save and then give him a gift. I'm saving in case I utterly mess this up because he's still on my list. And I want him to love me. My ears are actually very rounded, unfortunately. I don't think I have any elven blood in me. There's 7 total. Dang, he's got 7 regrets. What if it's like 7 different lovers? It's the same thing. It's like, oh, I accidentally didn't tell them my feelings and sort of betrayed them. Not good enough for him, so like any of his partners. This is our first gift. But yeah, was Earthemiel, you know, from the last Blight, the Archdemon, was Earthemiel just like one of the old gods? 6 regrets, 7 gods. I need to get into some of the, what's it called? The weird place with all the Alluvions. Okay, let's give him his gifts.
Good taste.
That's it? I thought we were gonna have a touching moment. Good taste. Yeah, I already know that about myself, thanks. Also, I want to zoom in on this. What is it? Like some kind of Grey Warden lore shadow box and griffin feathers? Underwhelming. Good taste. Okay, well, at least I found a gift, right? Check that off my list. Let's see who else is around. Let's just see if these people have any quick one-liners for us, and then we'll get back to the bog. Yeah, what was that? Great taste. I think he friend-zoned me.
Nev, I took a lot of notes while you were away. About what we did and who we met.
That's
and
really
what I
cute.
thought you might notice. I know you like keeping notes. I thought if you came back, maybe it would help. I'm sorry, that's... No.
It's great, Belle. Really. Thanks.
That's so cute. That's so nice. What the heck? I would cry. Oh, hello. Okay. I don't know why he's posed like that against the wall if he's just gonna say rook, but okay. Moving on. I love how Tosh is taller than everyone. Okay, then Harding is up here self-isolating. Very me. That's very Mel core.
I think I'm getting used to the fade.
Very beautiful area. This is like me trying to grow all my plants. My dang bell peppers. And I also planted so many bell peppers because those are ones I wanted the most. I guess that's a lesson in detachment, right? Okay. I know I have really big expectations. Yeah, I do. At least it wasn't a wooden rocking horse. Are you the one who gives people gifts in the hopes they praise you for the gift? Yes. Yep. Or that I learned something greater about the person through that process. I know, I can't believe. No, shh, I'm in Act 55 of this game. Okay, let's go back to... Let's go back to the bog. I know, I'm shocked. That one time when I thought I was in Act 2 and you came in, you were like, Mel, you're in Act 1. I was like, what? I thought the whole thing with Treviso versus Minrathous was like the act transition. In my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm in Act 2. Okay, let's go back there. I'm gonna bring the Grey Warden. Who should we bring? I kind of want to bring Emmerich again. Plus, he's a mage, so But yeah, I really want more romance content. He was secretly disappointed that it wasn't made of wood or steel. He's like, actually, I don't like this gift, but moving on. Lucanus doesn't use furniture. He just leads bisexually against things legitimately. Which, like, it works. It works for him. Okay, where was I? Where were we? Should I do the other? I did the, like, haunted house thing last time. Refuse the narrative. Designate your own. That's what I'm saying. I was like, this is totally Act 2. But that's why I say a random number. I throw it out there and I'm like, yep, that's where we are. Oscar, welcome in. The acts are very big. I love Manfred. Manfred is great. Bell pepper is great on pizza. Rub it in. Anybody successfully grow a bell pepper, you're my nemesis. Because I planted like 20 bell pepper seeds or more. And not a single one has popped out of the soil yet. Unlike my other things, which are very successful. I'm not sure when I'm supposed to plant them outside, but the cucumber's actually growing concerningly tall for the little vessels that they're in. You're also taking your time in exploring. Yeah, we're taking our time. Let's go... Wait, where am I? Oh, the crossroads. I need to go back to the crossroads so we get more regrets because... Apparently I only have 2. That's why I only got 2. But it says 2 out of 5 here. So I'm your nemesis. You grow bell peppers? Fight me, Greenie. How do I get mine to grow? I think the seeds I got were bad. That's what I'm blaming it on. Early July. Ooh, that's ambitious. I mean, it depends on how many breaks I take, right? Act 3, which could be called the finale. Okay, okay. So how did you... So you just get a vibe when you're in an act? You're like, yeah, I'm getting the Act 2 vibe. Because apparently my vibes are off. Okay. Be a better gardener. Now I'm going to have a gardener inferiority complex. I already do. Don't worry. An arch nemesis. Oh, I already have an arch nemesis. But... Will the break between the point of no return? Oh. How long will the break? Are you saying I'm going to take a break? Well, if we follow the KOTOR 2 model, you have to factor in my level of burnout to the percentage of the game. So I don't know about what percent we were through KOTOR 2 back in 2022 before I took a brief pause. But, you know, whatever that percentage is when we start to get in the danger zone. So I feel like it might have been around like 66%, you know, Order 66 and all that. It's all really connected. This is the way you have to read me. It's like all of these threads or these echoes, if you will. Okay, where is the quest for this area? Oh, here. Oh, wait, echo. No, that's so weird. Only an echo. A family never made it to Lavendale Village. This is the side quest I got. Find the notes from the missing family. The Voss family, like Quinlan Voss, kind of. Did they know about the Blight Surge before it happened? If so, what happened to them? So last time we kind of just got to this region near the end of the stream, and then I explored a tiny, tiny bit, and then I did the haunted house thing, which was really quite interesting, where the person was just kind of... That was fascinating with what happened with that person's spirit. Of just like obsession. Wasn't it like a spirit of obsession or something? Because they just believed there was this treasure behind the wall, but then there really wasn't. Really great. I loved that. It's all coming back to me. And then I picked up a couple of these side quests and that's it. So let's do this. And I think we're also looking for blight pustules samples. And that's our, like, Grey Warden quest, meanwhile, in this region. I love swamplands, or, like, any kind of wetland environment, so... Oh, wait, can I go to a waypoint, maybe? We need to go over here. I really barely got into stuff. Are you gonna 100%? Probably not like 100%. Like, do every... I'm not sure how many things in this game are like that. But I'm pretty much just gonna focus on doing side quests, character quests, main quest stuff. I think in doing so, we'll explore a lot of the maps and everything, but am I gonna like get every little achievement puzzle? Probably not. Time to go do the... Good luck with the capitalism, Baker. It was good to see you. Don't live in the cold, frigid north. I think we talked about this last time, whereas like I need to move somewhere warmer, and then shortly after, my life was ruined by allergies. So I wonder how my allergies would be in a warmer climate, actually. What is that? What the heck? Was that a rolling blight pustule explosive bomb? What the? Okay. My name is Greenie Trini. I might know a few things about green things. I love that. A 5-month break in the middle of Jedi Survivor to echo coach. Yeah, it's like the whole experience, you know. Called out for not having... I know. Yes, I am a blight upon everything I touch. Like, do you need me to admit it, chat? Actually, I was pretty proud of myself because it's my first time growing vegetables from seeds or like at all. And a lot of my coworkers and stuff were like, yeah, I really struggle to get things to sprout from seed. And I got everything except bell peppers so far. So maybe I'm doing okay. Okay, this is looking... That's like some kind of blight growth, I think, because why is it moving like that? I'm in my late 60s, should not press my luck. What, being my nemesis? I do wonder what's going to be after Veilguard. No idea. Gasping Manor, is that what it was called?
Here they come.
Yeah, that's true. Oh. Yeah, Minrathis is always kind of raining.
Good work, Rook.
What? So now we got all these exploding guys too. Memento acquired. Okay, I need to upgrade my caretaker too. Actually, how important is that? That's one of the things that... There are a couple things I still need to figure out. The significance of the mechanic in this game that I don't pay a lot of attention to when I'm streaming. Like the caretaker stuff, I'm a little bit confused. Oh, the other thing about watching Revenge of the Sith in the theater is I was like... Palpatine's blatantly evil cheesiness and all of that was even more out of pocket when I was watching it in the theater and on a rewatch. I was like, this is just like some of the like his voice and his it was oh yeah, smash the containers. Yes, we need to get these collectibles. And I can roll into them, I mean dash into them. It's easy to 100% just by exploring. Okay. That's actually good to know. I'm trying not to put on the pressure for myself to like 100% things, quote unquote. But also, I do, especially when I play games off stream, I am very completionist, which is one of the reasons that I'm like, I probably can't, you know, just like stream Oblivion because it would... Although I have streamed Oblivion before, so I don't know. Maybe it's not 100% off the table.
Those statues, the Chantry sisters.
Depicted singing the chant. What craftsmanship. One can almost hear the verses.
Where?
With blight pushing through the cracks. It's a wonder they're still standing.
What are they talking about? Oh, over there? That's pretty cool. Wow. it's like a metaphor for how the blight has just woven itself through everything. Even like quote unquote sacred historical things. Like it's always been there. I think you do yourself a disservice to not at least finish the companion's quest line, and while you're at it, you can do most side quests. Yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna do all of the quests that I get. I want to do all the companion stuff for sure. That's like as important to me as... Why do I feel like I can go up further as the main quest? And side quests, I will probably do them all too, as long as I discover them. Oh my god, I'm like lunging into a cactus. That's gotta be a good thing I've got all this armor on. Caretaker is very powerful to upgrade. Okay, at this difficulty. Okay, so it helps with that stuff. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure. I did a little bit of upgrading, I think, kind of in passing. What am I... Oh, is this one of the clues? Rupert Voss's field checks. Dug the south field, dug the close field. Don't dig again, keep moving. This sounds like Darkspawn, to be honest. Jorgulf, how are you? Hello. I bid you good night. Sleep well, Lego. Thanks for hanging out. The only contenders for the next game I heard, SWTOR and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Because is it? I feel like we've had a whole list of games that we've talked about. What I'm actually going to end up playing, I have no idea. I have no idea. When you look into it, Sidious isn't really... Well, it's just like... you know, the voices and the tone and everything is so... It's so up there. Just aim for 60. Anything over that is pure talent. We come for the rants. It doesn't matter what universe they are in. Oh yeah, I'll give you those. Oblivion would make sense if there was a third stream. Maybe you guys can like make a union and then bargain for a third stream. Hello, Munchkin. Well, the point of streaming a game is to stream it, right? Not to beat it. Having more of it shouldn't be a downside. Yeah. I kind of get what you're saying. Like, maybe put less pressure on yourself to complete a game. To be honest, that's kind of what I did with the Elder Scrolls games in my early days streaming when I would stream them. Like, I did end up finishing some of the main quest stuff, especially when I was playing Morrowind back then, but the goal wasn't really to, like, complete them. It was just kind of like, oh, I'm playing Oblivion now. We'll see how far we get. Companions are more important than the story. No, I agree. How's Theta's... Well, it's very good because it's two of my favorite things. The Blight and swamps. So, shout a wish down a well and it will just say it again. Check the field. It's there. I know it's right. Can't leave yet. Dug the south field. Dug the close field. Dug the... It sounds like
digging over the same areas. What was he searching for?
Okay, am I insane? Or does it sound like they're like Darkspawn searching for an archdemon to dig up? That's the vibe I get. And possibly should not be, you know, casting that onto civilians, but... That's... Oh, you can destroy a whole wagon by running into it? Or maybe we let you decide what you'd like to play when the time comes so you don't burn out. You're so right. You're so right. I am a people pleaser. As much as I don't please people, I am. You don't have to be pleased for me to be a people pleaser. And I also do really easily burn out. Not that there's any precedent for that whatsoever, because I've never done it in my life. But, you know, it could theoretically In theory. It could happen. I swear there was something here I needed to. Nope, I guess not. I thought I could destroy that pustule. I'm gonna blame my speaking issues on my allergy medications. Thank you. Okay. This place is so... I mean, when you really think about it, this is messed up. It's a really cool environment to play in, but...
Check out the ballista. Could be useful.
You just want to shoot stuff.
No, me! Okay, you can't destroy the blight by just rolling into it. Oh, wait. I should have shot it with the ballista. What do you think we can shoot? The wall? I'm just gonna shoot a lot of things. That would sound paranoid in some context, but given where we are, you're saying it's not an insane theory. I like to overanalyze things like, dang it, I think I was supposed to shoot the pustule with this. Wow, there's no way that doesn't break that down. Also, this thing does not have good visibility on all sides. You think there's something else I'm supposed to shoot? Oh. No. I don't know. I don't know, chat. Maybe I'll discover the purpose. Or maybe it was just that pustule. Here for the rants, doesn't matter what you play. You guys are very sweet. I do just talk a lot, to be honest. That is the main feature, so... People that are primarily around for a game, specifically, probably don't have a lot of patience with me. Which is fine. Okay, I need to start committing to a course of action. I think I need to get up here. But... I can't really aim that ballista over here, so how am I supposed to destroy this stuff? Maybe there is some way to rotate it. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed with different directions to pursue right now. Let's go into this area. Being a people pleaser is about intent, not results. Exactly. I actually usually produce the opposite effect, but it's all in the intent, chat. Recruit simple tunic. See, I feel like these people did become tainted and then start digging like Darkspawn. How do I rotate this thing more? Maybe I need to just get some... Oh. Well, there's something there I'm supposed to pick up apparently that I didn't. Forgot that I looked at this.
I think it sensed us attacking the...
Okay, it was a trap? Oh my god, he just... Do you think I can... Do you think I can do this? No, go move to the left. Can you hurt me? Come on. There we go. Oh! That did like 5,000 damage. Okay. Oh my god, my eyes are watered. Yeah, that was a headshot. Not gonna brag, but I practiced my whole warden life for things like that. Yeah, blight pustules are a little bit suspicious, but also sort of these weird... These blight tentacles are more concerning to me. I belong to 109 Discord servers? I know, YouTube is really mad at me right now, Temple.
And another
I
sample.
keep intending to
That
do all my
must be
YouTube...
enough for an analysis.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Let's get back to Evka
They have
and
enough
Antoine.
blight samples. I keep intending to do my YouTube stuff, and then I'm like, but I have to work in my garden and get that. And like I said, it's becoming an avoidant thing for me. But it's a really simple task, and once I do it, I'll feel a lot better. It's just one of those things that... Okay, well, let's go up here. I still want to be able to shoot that one, because this looks... How do I get up here? Maybe it was... Oh. Could I get up this way? Oh yeah, they're digging over here. They are digging. Wait a minute. Have I not been in this area before? I thought it was over here already.
A solid hit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're like actively digging. I swear, if they're about to wake up another archdemon. Not as in just chatting, but as in mostly chatting. Yeah, we need a mostly chatting. Village overrun by blight is not good. We've seen these people come in and get mad and leave. Yes, they can make sure the door doesn't hit them with I love that. Yeah, honestly, I'm... Oh.
Well. Well.
Can we go down there?
Echo? Echo.
Is that Kreia? Kreia, don't worry, I'll save you.
Echo. Echo. That's not my voice.
Not your voice.
Okay, this is...
Who are you? Are you?
This is creepy, kinda. I feel like I need to save. Creepy echo. Oh yeah, the quest was called something about an echo, but I didn't think I would be like looking down a creepy well like that. Like that's a little bit out of my comfort zone. Giving Jedi Survivor for free on May the 4th. That would be cool, except I already bought it. For Warden, you did let out a big scream. I was surprised! You Overwatch 2 skill? Yeah, I play Sniper. The wet noises are disturbing, but also great. Why does it have tentacles? Why does the blight have tentacles? For real. Yeah, I know. I thought I would catch up on YouTube during that time, but I just found other stuff to do.
Hello?
And now it's haunting me.
Hello?
Can I just do this forever, or...
Hello? Hello?
Maybe that's gonna be it.
Hello? Hello?
Rook sounds so frantic. Okay, let's see this. Ursa Voss. An echo always answers back. It always listens to and thanks for clearing the boards. It's making sure I'm ready. Nothing has to change. The days won't have to change. Dad will be in the fields and Mom will feel better. Her voice is in the well now, too. We just need everything ready before the blight comes. It was right about the dead birds. It's right about this. You know what? This could be like really... Like you could roleplay this in such a cool way right now where I don't know what this is going to be, right? I don't know if this is like some demon or... But if I was my character right now, part of me would be like, what if I'm hearing like literally like the blight, like almost like the calling. Like, I would be questioning, you know, what if there was an archdemon talking to me? Like, I am blighted. I am. First Jedi Fallen Order echoes. I know, it comes up in everything, actually. Something about this well that just feels off. Yeah, I mean, we probably shouldn't just, like, fall into it, if that's what you mean. You probably shouldn't get your water here. I actually play all the roles at this point, Temple. I reinstalled Survivor because of Mel, and then I was so far into a playthrough I forgot all of the mechanics. Oof. Oof. Okay, so these people,
This Echo made promises, and then, do you think it took them all? All.
Okay, well, I have a feeling let's look at my map for a second, because I'm a little bit lost as to where I am. Oh. So I think the other two notes will just be in this area. That must kind of suck if you're a ward. Yeah, I know, right? That would kind of freak you out. Anytime you had some kind of abnormal experience, and I don't know, you don't know if it's supposed to be like paranormal or a demon, or... In my head, I would always be like, what if this is the calling? Like, what if this is the blight singing to me, and this is what it sounds like, and this is what it says? It's a little bit... Is that a soulless statue?
Another of those Fen Harel altars.
There's so many things I need to ask him. Realistically, if I had the power to just, like, visit him in his Fade prison all the time, and not just when I get a cutscene, like, if I were Rook, I would be like, so, I heard this about you. Okay. Chest? Hello, Troll of Duty. Welcome in. Yeah, Fallen Order has been really fun. Very chaotic, but very fun. Where exactly did I leave off in Fallen Order? We did some Kashyyyk, and then I think it's sending us back. Oh no, I think we're going back to my least favorite place so far. Where I got so lost. Oh no. But yeah, KOTOR is... I wanted to say KOTOR was life-changing, but it's kind of like life-devastating, you know? Is that why they closed down the mall? Rook said, you think they took them all, for reference. What do you mean? Hypochondriac warden that thinks everything is the calling? Can I write that short story and submit it to the team? Be like, I know you guys are firing all the writers, but hear me out. Okay, how do I get up here? There's gotta be something. Oh, you can jump onto this. Oh, wait. Doesn't help though, because I can't get past this. I feel like I have to... It'd be nice if I could just turn the ballista this way so I could fire at that. Like, come on! Come on! I don't like that that's still glowing red over there. How do I get up there? I think I have to follow this. You know what? That's what my warden senses are saying. Because this is connected. Right. So we need to find out where I can hit this thing over here. I've never been wrong about this in my life. Never. But I'm still missing 2 notes, so I honestly don't really know what's going on with that echo, other than what I... Zepho, that's the name. Oh my god. After getting lost on Zepho, maybe that's why I needed a break. I was a little bit traumatized by that. How do I get this open? Oh! Wait, what? I just hit it. Okay. Cool. I got a chess piece. Do you ever play a game in a non-chaotic way? I don't think so. It's unfortunately how my mind works, which is not very well. But like today, I can feel that I'm particularly just kind of like overwhelmed by which thing to do at which moment. A family note, meeting a friend out by the well. Friend is not a good friend if they invite you to a creepy well with an echo. I've just got to warn you. Knocked upstairs, but mom said she's still not feeling well. She's blighted! I'll be home for supper. If I beat you back from the fields, I'll get it started. Yeah, and then you probably put blight in the food. Okay, now what? Oh wait, there's a tab. Wrong button, sorry. Okay. Unbind wards. Who's doing that? Wait, who does that? Oh great, I just made a chest appear. I was hoping for a way to get over there. Can't Spite just like... Surely. You think I can just... No. Okay, I can't do it from there. I need to hit that globe thing. If you ever get into SOOOOO, that's what we've discussed many times. We've watched some of the cinematics, which were cool. You don't need to cut your hair, you'll just pull it out on Zepho. So true! So true! So painful. So painful. And actually, yeah, that did cure me of wanting to cut my hair for now. Although I thought about it again. It came back in a cycle. I got lost so often in Fallen Order. Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just me because I was starting to question myself even more than I already do. Now we gotta be worried about you coming back there? Yeah, I know. Doesn't have to be a worse one, it's just different. You can say that again. Just read more of the Epic Games. It's possible Star Wars Outlaws will be free because it didn't sell well. Oh. Just holler if you need luck. I think I might need a hint here in a second, but I don't know where else to go looking for this, how to enter this area. I don't know how to get to the high ground up there. Maybe I can get up there? I don't know if that's actually a walkable area or not. I feel like usually there's a solution close on hand, but I'm probably just missing. But yeah, that doesn't really look like I'm supposed to go up there, to be honest. Can I have a lactose hint? Oh wait, maybe from over here. Maybe we can hit it. Did that work? Can I still get up here though? I mean, I got rid of the blight. But I don't know if I can still get across that, Oh. It just lets me do this one now. Cool. As soon as I ask for a lactose hint, I just end up figuring it out. I guess that's how it goes. Oh, but that's the game where they're adding the Hondo content, right? That actually did look pretty good. Not that I have played the game, so... Oh. Emilia boss. I came up here, I need to think without it watching me through it. Wait. Without it watching me through his eyes. Can it do that? He's down in the field, says a blight's coming of all the wild things, but he's ready. He just needs to keep digging. You guys, I love this. This is like my favorite part of Dragon Age is when there's some obscure, creepy thing. Like the blight at its core is such a deeply disturbing, interesting concept. And then you get these like little poetry, like... It just makes me want to write poetry. Because like the digging and the... I don't know how to explain this. He just needs to keep digging. Because it's like... It's so alarming when you're so immersed into the lore and all the Warden stuff. Like immediately when I heard about this digging thing, I was like, oh, that's dark. That's like weird Darkspawn coded stuff. Gamer! Oh my gosh, how are you? How are you? Perfectly magical and creepy. Yeah, it's just, it's such a, it's so like ripe with, I mean, they made so much creepy, disturbing content based off of the Blight and in, you know, Dragon Age Origins Awakening. And it kind of gives me that vibe again when I'm reading these. I love, they improved the navigation in Survivor. It's been a bit since I played it. I hope. It was like there was one ladder, no, a climbable vine that I didn't see. And that was the answer to how I got out of Zepho. And I spent like an hour running around not seeing that one vine. So that was my experience last time. I remember a lot of stuff being locked by story. Yeah, that's true. That happens too. Outlaws, yes. Oh, yeah. For Fallen Order, I'm using a controller plugged into the PC. Just for Hondo. Hondo is what hooked me into Star Wars first. That was like the first hook. And then the clones were like the other really big hook that kept me on. Discovering the lore behind the weird scopes in DAI was rewarding. Good, been playing Oblivion. Oh, yes, Oblivion. Yeah, the Veilguard. I also, that's the one reason I want to get more into the Crossroads, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of lore, particularly about the gods and stuff in there from what we've seen so far. And that is an area where I'm definitely lacking. Kind of like all of the elven god stuff. Was there any hint about this whole soulless mythol lovers, ex-lovers, are they, were they, weren't they thing? Or was that just like dropped in that regret memory? Because I wouldn't have seen that coming. Like, I thought they were kind of platonic, which I guess there's still an argument you can make. Well, they weren't really lovers. They were just like deeply bonded or something. Like, I guess they're still leaving open that interpretation. But I hadn't thought about it. I had not thought about it. Okay. Anyway, I didn't even finish reading this. He just needs to keep digging. Because this is like... Also, is that not sometimes how you feel about... I feel like I'm putting on my, like, literature professor hat. But is that not how you feel about life sometimes? Like, this, like, blighted plight of the Darkspawn and this, like... this compelling force that just turns you into this... bot that's like, if I just keep digging and I'm digging for this goal, and I don't know, something about it is so compelling to me. Ursa came by later, but it was something in what she said has it taken her to, although like this sounds kind of like possibly a possession or something. The door is locked from the outside now. When did that happen? I can hear water dripping. What? I won't get on time. Oh, does that have to do with like the well? I wonder.
Whatever this echo was in the well, I think it possessed them. The more people go near it, the more it gets in their minds.
Oh my god, there's a dead person.
It didn't want the people to leave. It fed off the cycle of their routines.
That journal mentioned clearing boards from the well. It was sealed away once.
Their routines. Oh, that's so cool. And then there's weird, creepy drawings. Oh, I love that. Who needs a horror game? I didn't even notice that she was just dead there. Yeah, so fed off their routines. There's just something so cool about being called out like that. Like, we do kind of live disturbing lives, don't we? Okay, seal the well. Why do I feel like something's gonna happen when I try to do that? Why do I feel like... She called him her lapdog? That doesn't feel 100%. Wait, that's not platonic? Oh, I guess I didn't pick up on the vibes. I guess I didn't. I personally don't think they were lovers, but I feel their relationship was deeper than just friends. I kind of like that interpretation because I am fascinated by non-sexual or like...
This was farmland.
My word, you're right.
The blight took it recently.
I like how we're just having that realization. But I'm fascinated by those kinds of relationships as well. Okay, well, let me save because I feel like we're gonna get echo well. Half of Twitch has been... I've seen... You know what's a really bizarre feeling? Is seeing so many Oblivion memes and moments come into, like, the mainstream... Like, I'll just get them on my feed. Which, like, granted, I am part of the audience for those things. So part of it's the algorithm. But still, like, some of them are just, like... They're really popular in like, the general gaming public right now. Which is kind of bizarre because it'll be like things I'll be like, yep. Or people will be like, I found this weird thing in Oblivion. And I'm like, yep, that's always been there. Yep. Maybe she didn't call herself, call him that, but none of them were really refuting the name. Algernon called him the dog. This kind of implied soulless-based dreidel from the concept of being a lapdog kind of shows some affinity with the dynamic. Tosh pops said they were doing it. I mean, to be honest, I had Rook kind of go along with that too, but you know, like maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but I hadn't thought about it until that came up and he said like, my love. Even before he said that, I was kind of like, oh, like, is there some kind of vibe going on here? And then he said love, and I was like, so how do you mean that? There are probably many interpretations. Also, how long, you know, how long did this relationship exist? Like, in what concept of time? So perhaps it was many different things. It'll help you make up your mind. That's true. I've only revealed 2. Source Tosh. Is watching the same quirky bugs in Oblivion. I know. It's so fun. I love it, actually. I love it. I haven't, like, come across them myself, but my sisters have told me about a few because they've actually played more than I have. Like I said, I just made my character, and that was pretty much it. I killed, like, some rats. I didn't make it out of the prison. Okay, here we go.
Whatever's down there, whatever you did to those people, I won't let you do it again. We're sealing the well. ceiling.
That is Kreia down there. Okay, bye.
It's done.
I don't...
No more echo.
Is
For
that...
now.
Yeah, I don't... Okay, so then I still heard it. So what's the implication? That the echo is in my head? Like, why did I still hear for now? This is like how Cullen does a job in Inquisition, by the way. Or actually probably how he does everything. It's like, well, do I understand the larger concept behind this? No. But am I just gonna patch it up? Yes. Problem solved. Okay, so very interesting. Let's go. Well, I could just keep exploring this area. I'm tempted. Maybe I'll just see what's up here a little bit. I've been playing Oblivion Remastered off stream and I highly entertained by the janky 2006. It's so fun. It really is. And that's what I love when, like, I hope there's so many people coming to the game for the first time and being like, what is this? Because I've definitely seen some videos where people are like kind of reacting to things like that and I'm like, yeah, that's Oblivion. Like, that's Oblivion. Does the reread and they left it all in still there? The first one I found myself. I'm really glad that they left some of the classic, you know, like Glarthur, Joffrey, and all that. They didn't change the voice acting for those, like, iconic sounding people and lines. Maybe the Elven God spirits have more complex and nuanced feelings of love. Yeah. That's kind of what Balara was trying to argue.
Emmerich, if I got this right, Manfred's a wisp?
A wisp of curiosity, to be precise.
And this wisp was so curious about our world, it just couldn't wait to come here, animate a body, and serve you tea?
Manfred enjoys boiling the water.
Didn't somebody
He's
bring this up to him
mesmerized
before?
by the steam.
I swear somebody like accused him of that before. They're like, so I might become a tea person. I think I need a new drink staple because I don't really have one. I mean, how often can someone really drink horchata? But my sister Morgan's like really into tea and she brought over all of these teas this weekend. And so I had a couple different ones. One was like a glitter tea, which to be honest, I didn't really like that one. It was pretty, but it didn't taste very good. The other one was like peach and honey, and that was really good. And I tend to like floral things. I do like boba tea. Watching some of the funny clips are funny, like there's a 12-minute speedrun. Yeah, there's so many. I mean, it's funny because that's like how I grew up playing. I grew up playing a lot of the Elder Scrolls games, like Morrowind and Oblivion, so many hours in those. And the amount of ways that I entertained myself as like a young child. Like one of the classic things that people would do back in the day was just like go on a killing spree. Like I would save my Morrowind game, I would get up on a rooftop and I'd be like, let me practice my archery. Just anyway, I'm a totally normal adult, but where are we going right now? I feel like this is a whole... Who's that? Oh, this leads back to the beginning. Okay, that's fine. Throwing fist and spells. You cried during the... Oh. See, that's the game we were talking about earlier where I was like, nobody warned me about this game. And now everybody's playing it and saying it's so beautiful and lovely. Claire Obscure. 20 minutes of Skyrim, couldn't play it because of the graphics. I'm happy she's playing Oblivion. Yeah, it's so fun. It's such a cursed game, but it's so fun. And honestly, that's what I like so much about Morrowind and Oblivion versus Skyrim personally, is that like there's so much just purely weird and strange stuff in those games. And I feel like they kind of went away from a lot of it with Skyrim. I mean, Skyrim has like infinite modding potential, so I think that's where people get really into it. But I just loved the really weird and strange world building / character stuff. Sorry to tell you about the family.
Did you find anything?
There was something in the well. It got to them.
But we aren't supposed to listen. The stories. But it was sealed.
It's sealed again.
When it's safe to go back, I'll bury it even deeper for Ursa.
I feel...
Thank you for letting me know.
Interested by this because we didn't really... I feel we didn't really resolve this. I mean, she was like, I'll go back and bury it deeper, but... I just... I don't really feel good about how we handled this. Am I overthinking a side quest? A dangerous entity. They manipulated a local farm family, slowly taking over their minds. The well has been sealed, preventing the entity from harming anyone. Like, I'm gonna be haunted by this, actually. Because to me, that side quest, like, that opened up so many anxieties in me. Like, I was thinking about the blight, I was thinking about kind of like the horrors of everyday routine and what that means for that entity, like feeding off of it. Like, that just messed me up a little bit. Daily horchata. I need to make it at home. I need to find a recipe for home to make it. One of my coworkers has actually been, speaking of like drinks, and one of my coworkers that I've been like helping with their gardening and stuff and exchanging plants has been giving me homemade kombucha. And I hadn't had it before, but it's really good. It's really good. At least hers is. I've never tried it like bought from the store or elsewhere. When I get to, I'm definitely playing it in French with English subs. The English dubs feels out of place. Oh, I didn't think about that. Can Davern chill about? No, he seems like he's a little bit tense. He's a little bit, tea is a slightly risky hobby to get. Yeah, you're right. I'll just have to take, well, my sister did leave me some tea packets. Actually, I could make some. Maybe I'll make some tonight. I don't think it's very like, although then I might not sleep. I don't think it's very, that peach one, peach and honey. I don't think it has a lot of caffeine, but maybe I'm wrong. He talks about Mexican politics while serving himself tea, and it's so mesmerizing. I would like to watch that too. I would like to watch that too. Calls out Davern for being judgmental. Yeah. Yes. They had that whole thing. And then he was like, well, at least I don't have the blight in my mind. And then Davern was like, and I was like, we both do. And he was like, well, what about your calling? And I was like, oh, this is getting dark. This is getting dark. I'm curious to hear the French voices too. A French game and a French... Oh, okay. When has French been pronounced correctly by English? I'm glad you never got to witness me in my 2 semesters of French.
Antoine? Antoine?
Yes? Yes, the blight samples. They're like nothing we've seen, or anything in the Warden records. And Rook, I believed you.
I'm concerned.
But to hear it? I almost hear voices in it. The gods calling the blight.
We knew things were bad. But if the blight's being called, the situation's more unpredictable than we thought. We need to...
I give you two reign, and this
Oh,
is where
no.
it leads. Chasing Rook's
I'm not
lies.
here.
First Warden,
You were told to stay away. Or does
Why
your
are you
allegiance to
here?
us no longer matter?
Dorian told me that you don't even do your job, you just hang out in bars. Why are you here? He started caring about his job when I got involved because I'm a problem. So now he's working again. Okay, of course. Cool. Cool. I do think it's in character for Davern to be judgmental and self-righteous. He feels kind of young and hot-blooded and ingrained. Yeah. It's what gets him through those things as well, I think. He doesn't seem to be the, like, oh, I'll cope with humor, and, you know, like Alistair was kind of like that. But he seems to be dealing with it in this other way. Oh, Solasta is as well? Huh. He started spreading rumors and he felt the need to disprove it. That's hilarious. Okay, how am I gonna... Oh no. And I'm being judged by my superior in front of Emmerich too. This is actually really bad for my image and my romance potential here. Does your allegiance to us... I can't believe he's saying this to someone as obsessed with Grey Wardens as me. That's actually so insulting. Of course it does. There's no winning here. I have a higher allegiance. Oh. To the Republic! To democracy! What do you want from me? Okay, this is like, let's fight. You know, it's like, what is your problem with me? I think I'm gonna say I have a higher allegiance. Because how can he dispute that?
My allegiance is to all of Thedas. If you won't listen...
Finish that thought, and I promise you'll pay the price for your insolence.
Rook knew something was wrong.
I can hear it in the samples. The gods. She's telling the truth.
No,
The
I made it up for
has
fun.
changed, and that changes everything.
It changes nothing. Your sensitivity to blight is useful, Warden Antoine. But you've had more than one snake in your ear.
How do these people get so high up the ranks? Like, this is my Grey Warden special option. I'm on your side. Actually, it's very interesting because you get all of this Warden stuff happening even if you don't have a Warden background. You won't listen, will you? Back off. We can work together. I'm going to use the special Warden option. Look at her pouty face. I'm into your side.
I took the same vows as you. We're on the same side.
You're on thin ice. You tampered with a ritual
I
that
just hear
unleashed
Hawk.
blight. You did not know what you were doing then, and you don't now.
If gods control the blight, we need to change how we approach it.
Archdemons control blight, and we'd sense if one had risen. We'd make the sacrifices needed to fight it.
But we...
The blight has increased. Now is not the time to lose focus. Wardens Evka and Antoine, are you sworn to combat the blight?
Yes, but...
Then report back to Weishaupt and do so.
That went poorly, even for a talk with him.
Davern's here also and he didn't say anything. A Warden disregarding hierarchy. He's a climate change denier, but with blight change. Oh my god, yes. Welcome back, Mailhawk. It actually is a really good voice, though. Like, he has a really good voice, so... He does have that one thing going for him. He's trying to push me out. I'm sorry you're in trouble. Do talks with him go well? Okay, I'm gonna choose the Grey Warden special option because I'm almost always gonna choose those.
I'm a warden. I know what I'm doing. Why won't he listen?
You're a good warden.
Oh.
And don't catch yourself thinking otherwise.
Maybe. But I need the Order's help.
There's you, Davrin, me, and Antoine. We make it work with the four of us.
people.
You and Davrin work with your new friends. Antoine and I will track Darkspawn and the Blight.
In so-called peace, vigilance. If we learn the gods' plans, you will too, man.
He's also Reyes! Yes!
The elven god of monsters had been hard at work.
Such a good romance.
She'd taken the Darkspawn and made them so much worse. Now, she and Elganon had their glorious new army. The risen gods were ready.
Well, we're not, so...
And they had just the target.
Okay. That's, what does that mean? Something wrong! Oh no, he refused to listen. It wasn't the outcome they wanted, but they weren't giving up there. They promised to keep investigating the Blight and send word if they learned anything more. Well, don't worry, guys. We also have the architect doing that. So, between the four of us...
Head back to the lighthouse for a bit.
He finally agrees to meet
Wait,
for a
what?
report, then he all but calls you a liar.
I think you were included in that.
Thanks.
She said we should go back to the lighthouse. Does that mean there's like a specific scene? Romance? There's not gonna be romance. Calm down. It's plot related. Very fun to use your special dialogue. Yeah. It's like, well, I picked this background for a reason, so I kind of have to... Like, I have to pick those options over the other options. Check your journal. Yeah, good idea. Return to the lighthouse. Check in with the team. Rumors reach the team of new Darkspawn threat. Approaching Weishaupt. Isn't this like where Hawk went? I think my Hawk went to Weishaupt in my canon, like how things ended up. Because I didn't leave Hawk in the Fade. And then I kept the Grey Wardens. You know, like I didn't like punish the Grey Wardens for what happens in Inquisition. So, also, I made Hawk's sibling, Bethany, a Grey Warden, who was also at Weishaupt, I believe. So they're probably screwed. But does this mean romance? I'm very focused on my warden duties. Okay, I love that this is... Is it okay for me to do this, or... Crossroads, Hall of Valor, Pinnacle of its kind, 10 to 40. You guys said I should probably wait on that for this. I can't do yet. Let me check what is on the map, because I want to see... It doesn't show me exclamation points here. There used to be some, but we did a couple. We did like 2 side quests here. So nothing for now, right? Because that would just pop up. Tons of Crossroads stuff we could do. But a lot of it's like higher level stuff, I think. I think we're just going to go back and check in with the team. I mean, I can't really avoid the lighthouse anyway. I have to go back there in between. Is this a lactose? Yeah, it could be a lactose moment, just to know that I'm not missing things, because I'm worried, considering this is like checking in with the team as part of the main quest. I think I've done a pretty good job going to the exclamation points as they've popped up in regions. Like we did some Treviso side quests, we did some, but also, you know, it gets hard for me to keep track of that stuff unless it's popping up on the map. So part of me is also like, I could just keep exploring this bog. A long mission. Okay. It doesn't lock in anything. Oh yeah, the faction merchants. Is there one here? Who is the faction merchant here? Oh God, remember this horrible thing about the Inquisitor? Oh God, that was horrible. Let's see if they have anything else to say
We need
here.
to head back to Weishaupt.
Soon. We can risk a small delay before we're missed.
We'll continue helping here for a while, and help you on the way if we can.
You'll be aware when you're given a quest that feels like a big main story mission. Okay. Okay. That's good. So, let me see if I can find the merchant here. Actually, the merchant should be right here. Probably picked up some stuff.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Any other... Oh, I also bought some improved equipment for people. But once again, we'll have to go back to the lighthouse for that to happen. I thought there was a button to sell all valuables. Is this not the right merchant? Is this the faction merchant?
Good day.
That's not the store, that's your inventory. Wait a minute, what? Merchant.
Yeah?
Buy. Oh. Are these their valuables? Sell valuable items. You don't have them. Oh. Oh. Should I explore this region more?
You're here to help.
Or you think it's okay either way? I mean, I could explore more of this area before we go back to the lighthouse. But soon TM. Or maybe I should just wait till we're kind of directed to come back here. Although, let me see if I can see what's over in this side of the village that I didn't look at apparently. Oh my God, we just jumped off that really tall cliff. We're totally okay. I'm just trying to fill out some of these areas of my map a little bit. Apparently I never came over here to the glade. If there are no quests. Okay. Yeah, I think it's not showing any exclamation points. I did 2 side quests here already. So that's what I was that's kind of the method I've been going with ever since you guys kind of taught me about that.
We are not alone. Really not alone.
Uncle Robert! Welcome in. How are you? How was your stream? How was it? How was it?
Holy crap. That's a dragon.
That's a dragon. At Mythol. Welcome, Raiders. Feel free to... Ooh, we're going to use Asan to do this. Hello, Pillow Pals and Big Hat Gang. Those are the pillows back there, and I actually put Yorvith front and center. So that's actually a bit alarming now that I look at it. It's fine. How are you? Stream was nice and relaxing, just the way I like them. What was it you were playing again? I missed the thing that popped up. What were you playing? How was that? And relaxing is good. I think I need to work on relaxing, just in general.
You got it.
I'm actually really bad at it. It's a skill. What the heck? Why did I just hear a mourning dove calling in this game? Oh. I think I have to time it. Just so.
Will do.
No Atten pillow. No, not Atten pillow. I keep having other things. Oh, I did a home ownership thing and fixed the pipe under my sink drain. That's another thing I did. There we go. What the heck? Why is it in a ring? Am I just supposed to go? Can I climb this? No. What? Maybe there's something else I'm not looking at. I know. Handy. You know what? I'm proud of that, so. I had to like saw the pipe and everything.
Right.
Okay, so now what do I do? Oh. Of course. There's another hidden pustule. Yeah, so after this we'll go back to the lighthouse. I just saw this and I was like, oh, I have to see what's going on here. Oh no. Not these guys. I never quite know what to do with them. I don't think I saw a hint. Those statues are facing different ways. It'll be less fruitful. Yeah, after this, I think I'll just give up. I was playing Kenshi. What is kind of like Baldur's Gate 3 with no main story. Party can have up to 30 people in it. So is it like more like exploration survival? Took a while for me to figure out the puzzle. Yes, have a good rest after a stream. Food, wind down. Of course. That's what I immediately do too because I'm... Oh. There's gotta be a hint somewhere. But maybe we leave this for another time.
Yes, we've been expecting you.
Those guys are facing that way, those guys are facing that way, and those guys are facing... I don't think that can be connected because there's way too many statues down there. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you. Kaz, hello. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. We're doing some Grey Wardening today. Oh, hey! That lit that up. Okay. What about if I change this one? I don't really know the logic of this, but okay, okay. Where's the third? This thing gotta point somewhere, right? Oh, okay. Is there something down there? Oh, it's fallen to the ground. I figured that was the only direction we didn't have. Oh my god. Davron just pushed me off the edge. I'm a huge Dragon Age fan. Me too. Me too. I'm obsessed with Grey Warden stuff especially. My favorite game so far is Dragon Age Origins. Of course, I love the romances. Feel free to tell us about your favorite things Dragon Age related. Hopefully this time around tomorrow's Fallen Order stream will be longer than the last one. Just because you said that, it's gonna be 2 hours. Max. Okay, let's go back to the lighthouse. My eyes, my allergy eyes keep just wanting to. At least they haven't gotten really itchy, but they're just wanting to water a lot. Maybe because I have a little bit of makeup on. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of my issues now. Okay, through the Alluvion. Let's do a save and then go see what's happening in the lighthouse. We're gonna have a group meeting. Lighthouse meeting. About how the blight is really, really, really bad. I don't like how corrupted the wardens are. Oh yeah, they've had issues for a long time. I still love them though. I still love them. 2 hours of just chatting. That's how one becomes a warden, the corruption. I see what you did there. Okay.